Attention, Browns fans, the season has plunged into absolute chaos after news no one wanted to hear. One of the team's defensive pillars suffered a devastating injury that completely changes the Browns' trajectory for 2024. Decisions once considered are now impossible, and the pressure for answers grows with every practice. Meanwhile, the team desperately tries to rebuild in crucial positions, bringing in reinforcements that may or may not be the light at the end of the tunnel. Welcome! Show your support for the Browns by hitting 100 likes on today's video. The first blow comes on defense, with Martin Emerson Jr., the Browns' cornerback, suffering an Achilles tendon rupture during a practice, most likely ending his season. This news not only affects the secondary's depth, but also removes a heavily discussed trade option involving Greg Newsome II from the table. Newsome's name has been floated in trade talks since last season, especially with him entering the final year of his contract. However, the front office now finds itself forced to keep Newsome in the roster to cover for Emerson's indefinite absence. Emerson's loss exposes a serious vulnerability in a defense already struggling to find consistency last year. Greg Newsome II has had an inconsistent 2024 campaign so far, recording 27 tackles, a single interception, and 5 passes defended over 13 games. Still, he is treated as a valuable asset, especially when compared to Emerson. Newsome showed clear signs of becoming a foundational player for the Browns' defense over his previous 3 seasons. His 2023 form suggested a player on the rise, a progression halted by a series of team-wide issues the Browns faced last year. Now, in a challenging scenario, Newsome has both the opportunity and the obligation to return to his best form and help the Browns stabilize on defense. The Browns' defense has shown difficulties in adapting and maintaining coherence, but Emerson's injury forces the coaching staff to rethink their strategies. The head coach and defensive coordinators will have to maximize the potential of Newsome and Denzel Ward, the other solid starting cornerback. Whether the Browns' defense can become consistent enough to withstand a demanding division with little room for error remains uncertain. There is also looming uncertainty about the future of both Newsome and Emerson as they both become free agents after next season, a circumstance that could impact contract negotiations profoundly. Meanwhile, the injury's impact presses the roster to seek quick reinforcements and immediate solutions. Reports indicate that the Browns will have difficulty trading Newsome, contrasting with expectations just days before. The strategy to retain key defensive players for 2024 strengthens, revealing a cautious approach by the front office that prefers internal rebuilding over risky transactions. This situation imposes a colossal challenge on management, needing sharpness to avoid missing future opportunities while banking on the secondary's recovery. Switching focus to the offense, the Browns recently announced 2 new player signings, aiming to strengthen 2 critical positions: wide receiver Chase Cota and cornerback Keenan Isaac. Cota, undrafted in 2023, gained attention due to his physical stature and performance in the NCAA, spending 4 years at UCLA and a final season at Oregon. Standing at 6'4", Cota offers an intriguing option for the aerial attack, especially considering the Browns' current receiver core's fragility. Though he has yet to play an official NFL game, his attributes could be cleverly exploited within the offensive schemes. Keenan Isaac arrives with comparatively more in-game experience, having appeared in 7 games with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers between 2023 and 2024, but without impactful statistics. Also undrafted in 2023, Isaac was briefly on the Buccaneers roster and later moved to the Raiders practice squad before being waived in February. Now, with Emerson's season-ending injury creating a hole at cornerback, Isaac might have a real shot at making the Browns' 53-man roster. Although his career so far seems modest, the limited options prompt the Browns to place trust in him as a valuable relief for the team. These signings reveal that the Browns acknowledge their current deficiencies and are willing to bet on youth potential to foster competitiveness. This roster reshuffling happens amid a preseason demanding prompt answers, showing the organization's commitment to not repeat past disasters. The arrival of these players also signals to fans that management remains active and is working tirelessly to soften the blow of recent setbacks. With the roster still taking shape, these newcomers could have more influence than expected, especially for a team that cannot afford new holes in its defensive and offensive units. Taken together, these stories paint a complex picture for the Browns in 2024. On one side, the defense loses a key piece and must rely on veterans to prevent further damage. On the other, the offense seeks new creative ingredients to reinforce a struggling position and improve under pressure. The defensive drama cannot be underestimated, and the pressure on Greg Newsome II is colossal. Simultaneously, attention turns to the free agent signings, with Coda and Isaac eager to prove they are more than just practice squad players. There is no denying that this moment can be a turning point for the Browns season. Either the team adapts and finds new strengths to remain competitive, or instability takes hold and jeopardizes playoff aspirations cherished by many fans. Supporters must stay alert because decisions made now will resonate in the immediate future and the coming seasons. Player management, injury recoveries, and the integration of newcomers will be decisive factors determining the Cleveland Browns' success or failure. I ask you, Browns fans, do you believe Greg Newsome II will have the ability to bounce back from a rough year and become the defensive pillar the Browns desperately need? Or are the bets on veterans and new signings insufficient to endure the pressure and losses within the team? Your opinion is vital to the discussion, and we want to hear from you in the comments of this video. Don't forget, like this content to support the channel, leave your comments with your analyses and opinions, and subscribe for all updates on the Browns and the NFL world firsthand. Your participation greatly helps the channel's growth and keeps the debate alive.